want to take you through grade 4 mathematics. Our today's strand is numbers, and our sub-strand is finding sum by rounding off to the nearest tens. The learning outcome: by the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to 1. Estimate the sum of up to 2-digit numbers by rounding off to the nearest 10. The first example, I want us to work out the sum by rounding off each number to the nearest 10. Learners, in our question here, we have the word sum. What do you understand by the word sum? Yes, very correct. It's to add. Sum is addition, and this is the sign of addition. Now, we want to find the sum of numbers by rounding off each one of them to the nearest 10. Learners, I want you to give me a 2-digit number. Very correct. 28. Give me another 2-digit number. Yes. 32. Very correct. Learners, you have given me 2-digit numbers. The first one is 28 and the second one is 32. Now let us go back to our question. We want to work out the sum by rounding off each of these numbers to the nearest tens. Remember, before adding, or rather before finding the sum of these two numbers, we are supposed to round off. And I'm going to take you through rounding off these numbers. Rounding off to the nearest tens. Now, our first number is 28. Our first number is 28. We want to round off 28 to the nearest tens. This is the solution. The number 28 is in between two numbers which are multiples of 10. The number 28 is in between two numbers which are multiples of 10. And these numbers are 20 and 30. So we find number 28 in between 20 and 30. Now, to find the answer, we want to round off 28 to the nearest tens. Learners, this number here, 28, is in between two numbers, and these numbers are multiples of 10. And the first number is 20 and 30. So the number 28 is in between 20 and 30. Now, to round off 28 to the nearest tens, we are going to draw a number line. We are going to draw a number line. This is our number line. And remember to use a ruler. So our number line is going to start from number 20 to 30. It's going to start from number 20 to 30. So can we count together? 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and lastly 30. So we want to round off. Remember, we are rounding off 28 to the nearest tens, and we are using the number line. So we can take our number, which is 28. Where is number 28 in our number line? Very correct, here. So we circle number 28. Now, we want to find out whether number 28 is nearer to 20 or 30. And this is how we are going to do it. From number 28 to 20, how many steps are we going to go backwards? Can we count together from number 28 to 20? The first step, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. So how many steps have we gone backwards from 28 to 20? Very correct. 8 steps. We are not yet done. What about from 28 to 30? How many steps are we going to go forwards? Can we count together from 28 to 30? The first step, the second step. So how many steps have we gone from 28 to 30? 2 steps. Now, learners, which number is nearer to 28? Is it 20 or 30? Remember, from 28 to 20, we went 8 steps backwards. But from 28 to 30, we went 2 steps forwards. So, which one is nearer to 28? Is it 20 or 30? Very good. 30, because we went 2 steps forwards. So, the one that is nearer to 28, that is our answer. So, our sentence will read that 28 is nearer to 30 than 20. 28 is nearer to 30 than 20. So, when you round off 28 to the nearest tens, our answer is 30. Understood? Very correct. Now, this was the first number. We've rounded it off to the nearest tens. Now, let us go to our second number, which is 32. We want to round off 32 to the nearest tens. The same way we did, we rounded off 28 is the same way you are going to do with the number 32. So, 32 rounded off to the nearest tens. 32 is in between 2 numbers which are multiples of 10. Can you tell me these numbers, learners? Very correct. 32 is in between number 30 and 40. So we find 32 in between 30 and 40. Now, to get our answer, we draw the number line. We draw the number line. Learners, our number line is going to start from number, very correct, number 30, and end with number 40. Very correct. Now, can we count together? 30 up to 40, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and lastly, 40. Remember we say that 32 is in between number 30 and 40. So, our number is 32. Where do we get number 32 in our number line? We come here, circle number 32. We want to find out, is 32 nearer to 30 or 40? So we are going to go, how many steps are we going to go backwards up to 30? Let us count together. 1, 2. Very correct. How many steps have we gone? Very correct. 2 steps. Now, from 32 to 40, let us count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many steps have we gone? 8 steps forward. Now, from 32 to 30 or 32 to 40, which number is nearer to 32? Learners, which number is nearer to 32? Very correct. It is 30 because from 32 to 30, we've just gone 2 steps backwards. So the number that is nearer to 32, that is our answer. So our sentence will read, 32 is nearer to 30 than 40. So 32 rounded off to the nearest tens, our answer is 30. We've already rounded off 28 to the nearest tens, and we got that our answer is 30. We also rounded off 32 to the nearest tens, and our answer was 30. So let us go back to our question. Can we read together? Work out the sum by rounding off each number to the nearest tens. Work out the sum by rounding off each number to the nearest tens. So we have already rounded off the two numbers. We have remained with the last part of finding the sum. And remember, I told you that sum is to add. So we are not adding these ones. We are going to add the rounded off numbers. So when we rounded off 28, our answer got 30. And when we rounded off 32 to the nearest tens, we got 30 also as our answer. Now, we are supposed to find the sum of the rounded off numbers, which is 30 and 30. So can we add 30 plus 30? Remember, learners, when adding, we start with this part, which is ones, then tens. Learners, what is 0 plus 0? Very correct, 0. And what is 3 plus 3? Very correct, 6. So our answer is 60. Our answer is 60. Understood? Very correct. Now, remember, when you are given any task or any question, you need to read the question and understand it. For instance, here, some of you may opt to add without rounding off, and you end up failing. So before attempting any question, can you read and understand? Okay? Now, for our take-home assignment, I want us to do page 28 in Dictionary Mathematics, exercise E, numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is your take-home assignment, whereby you are supposed to round off, whereby you're supposed to find sum by rounding off. That's the end of our lesson. Till next time, keep safe. Bye.